From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Complete to Joe Mixon. A gain of 11 makes it 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, here's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football, and the Jags grab it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
No partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brought down by Von Bell.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. 11 more on that one and another first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Touchdown.
It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Jaguars 7. Bengals nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on third down is Burrow. He'll air this one out for and that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big third down play there for the Bengals. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Mixon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
38-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals nothing.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
31.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And it's from the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. 26-yard line. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's taken down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
36-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches.
And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet on all those edges.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Bengals have recovered it. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. That's complete right around the 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Boyd in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
3-yard line.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
23-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Bengals 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another in.
And a loose football, and the Bengals grab it. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
41-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run with Mixon. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score Bengals 24, Jaguars 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Bengals.
It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete.
Jordan Reed.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
To number 31.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
So many things have to come together just right for a
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Wilson. Aaron Rodgers sacked. A loss of 3 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. He's got it, so they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
15.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. On 2nd down, Burrow, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brought down.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. And to give this time to the tailback. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
His throw caught at about the 5.
Complete to.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
22's coming, Mike. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 22.
They go play action with Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Rodgers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Check 26, check 26.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
33-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
The Jaguar first down.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for DJ Moore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final try now for Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
31.
And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting. I know that I anticipated, probably you anticipated, a comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for Cincinnati,